All right, this is Bry. I'm back. We've got some live action for you here. This isn't Lent. Believe me, it's not Lent. It's chimney work, people. If you know what chimney work's all about, you're gonna touch your face. You're gonna get your hands looking like this, okay? Even with gloves, okay? But what I want to show you here, people, is I've got some new items on the boiler, and I want you to know that there is minor maintenance you have to do to these, people. You got to understand that much. So here we go. Let's get at it. So the first little upgrade right off the bat was these things turn yellow over time and they're very hard to see the water. So what I did was I got a new one today, okay? And it's just normal pipe tubing, but while I was at the dealer, I turned around and as you can see, you can't see nothing through that. Over a couple years of smoke coming out of the door, it kind of turns them a color. And as you can see with this one, oh, look at that. Look how clean that water is too. That's with that moly and rust inhibitor in it. You don't see no rust color in there at all, okay? And that's how you check your water every day. You want it to be up, you know, above the top here. But then you shut the valve and then it drains out the bottom. Okay, so there's the first upgrade we got. I did get a chimney, a new door seal, okay? What I did was, I'm going to put that on at the end of the season here in July. But this is the bracket I put on. It usually comes with 3 little screws that hold the chimney into the base. You have to remove those. This is a bracket that says it's much more sturdy, it's much more stout. And the situation says when you put 3 or more, according to Central Boiler, 3 or more sections, you want to put this on, because what it does is it keeps the base nice and sturdy. Now what I did was they give you some hardware that's basically, I don't know how you put it, it's just plated steel that's going to rust. So what I did is I went out and got some stainless steel washers and so forth. These are just anodized nuts. They didn't have the nuts, but when I get a chance I'll throw the nuts on there. But these are stainless, so they won't rust all down the boiler. Now you see this one's got a bunch of stainless washers on it. And the reason that is you're right there next to the pipe. Let me see if I can get you in there to see. I think you can see it, people. It's, if you look at right here, look down. Okay, you don't want that screw to go through your pipe, so I put some washers on it. Now these are also stainless. They give you, these are self-tappers. They give you regular steel ones that are going to rust, and I didn't want that, so I ran the stainless steel ones through here. And then that bracket right there secures everything. Now the only one I didn't put in was this one back here, because it's right on top of the pipe and I don't want to run through that. So there's where you got to kind of use your head a little bit and say, that bracket's not going nowhere. And that's much more sturdier than 3 little bitty screws that they hold at the base. It's also got this strap here, okay, and a piece of metal up top. It's also got that one that we're not going to worry about, because that one there is it's held on pretty good. And the other thing I did was I used a chimney sweep, and I got in here, cleaned this all out, and took a brass brush and cleaned out around the seal. You can see these with the clips are very, very sturdy. They lock in. There's on the inside, there's little tabs that lock in, then you put these rings on. Now what I did here, people, is as you can see, I have 3 sections now. And we have a really nice draft coming through there, and it actually puts the smoke up a little higher. Okay, so hopefully that, as you can see, I have a 2-story house. I don't want that coming in my upper window anymore. When you got the window open on a nicer day, try to get some fresh air. You don't want that smoke coming in. But look at that. That's 3 sections of pipe that are standing tall and standing proud. And the situation says, you, the DIYer, can do this, people. Now I have an old ladder here. It's a 12-footer, as you can see it. And I had a fella that he gave me that when he was moving. And there was a couple bad spots on it. And what I did is I used some fiberglass resin to fix the broken pieces of fiberglass. But the ladder's still strong. The ladder's still stout. The ladder's still proud to stay standing. And the ladder's still mine. And I'm going to tell you something. I still, like I said, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Frank for giving me that. But it doesn't go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? That's a situation that says if you had to go buy that, you're talking almost 4 stamps right now. 4 C notes. And it's a beautiful day here in upstate New York, people. As you can see, the trees are blooming. But that's a situation that says you never want to forget your friends. You know what I mean? Your friends are going to always be your friends until they're not your friends. But we like to give thanks where thanks is due. And I don't know, maybe I can find a little spot on there that was broke. Let's see if we can find it. Right here. Here we go. You see this? I just put some fiberglass resin on there, and that's been holding up all these years. There's a couple spots down through here that were split and splintered. And let me tell you something, that automotive fiberglass resin, now it's not the most prettiest thing, but let me tell you something. I like to think that he gave it to me because he wanted me to have it, not because it was broke. But at the end of the day, I sure do use it, and I sure am proud to say that's my ladder. All right, people, and it's a heavy rated one, 300 pounds. But that lets you get up on top of a chimney area and clean it out. And I ran this chimney sweep down through there as good as anybody could have. Believe me, I mean, when I say it's clean, you're going to have to trust me. It's clean. But the only thing left we have to do is we have to put this door seal in, and that will be at a different time, because right now, currently, we don't need the door seal. But when I was up, it's about an hour away at this shop up in Mexico, right above Parrish, New York. And I had this fella, there's also a solenoid on the front of that door. And when they go, it's not a convenient time when they do finally go. Now, I keep mine lubricated and I take care of it like the manual says. But at the end of the day, I bought one of those too. That was like 40 bucks. The seal was another 30 bucks or something like that. And then I got that little tube that you can check the water level, and then I got that extra section of pipe that was 104 bucks. So altogether, I think I spent like 240 bucks altogether, you know. But I saved money because I didn't pay the long dollar, the limousine dollar on that big one, on that big pipe. I got that in it, just a little bit of elbow grease, okay? I don't know if you can see that elbow grease. A little bit of that, a little bit of dirty hands, a little bit of dirt on the face. Nothing that won't clean up. And let me tell you something. You ain't doing a chimney unless you're doing it in a white t-shirt, bitch. You got to do a chimney in a white t-shirt so that when the homeowner sees all that mess, they say, he's doing it right. I can tell you right now, because he's dirty. I damn sure guarantee he's doing it right. But this is Bry. I wanted to give you the update on the on the situation that said the boiler's ready to roll. And let me give you another. This is my little Eiger. And I want to just say how proud I am of having this. This is a 2003 series. And she's just a real beauty, let me tell you. We're really looking forward to this year. I just like the way it sits in that snow like that, right behind in front of the greenhouse. I mean, that right there tells you she's four-wheel drive, people. She's 4-on-4. And let me tell you something. Suzuki, all you the cam people and all the Polaris people, let me tell you something. Suzuki was the first on 4, if you didn't know that already. And I'll be honest with you, the only thing I can say that honestly even competes with the Suzuki that's in its same caliber, to be truthful with you, is the new them new Chinese ones that they got out. The Chinese are really doing quite a crack-up job on them. My buddy's got one. And they're nice, the CF Moto. The CF Moto reminds me of these Eigers because they're just strong. They're well built, they're strong, and the situation says you ain't gonna break them. That much I guarantee you. But this is Bry. I wanted to give you an update on the compound. It's looking beautiful. The birds are out. The deer are coming in and eating the corn. We hope that they stop doing that because we're really putting the corn out for the squirrels, because we want to keep them out of the bird feeders. And it's just a damn shame that they come up in the middle of the night and even in the daytime. They've been eating some of that corn, and we really don't want them to do that because you're not supposed to feed deer corn. They're not supposed to eat it, neither. So, at the end of the day, we'll say a little prayer and hope that they go somewhere else and get greener pastures other than the compound. But if they do eat it, there's nothing we can do about it, you know. But I'm going to get out on the four-wheeler. I'm going to do a little lap around here, and I'm going to say to myself, it's a beautiful spring day, okay, in March. I'm home. I'm enjoying it. The compound is really, really flourishing. And we've got the boiler, people. Look at the stack in the background. Ho, ho! We have got a tall stack on the compound for sure, baby. And I know that situation's going to say, the smoke's going up in the sky and not on the windows. All right, this is Bry. I'm dirty. I've got to get a shower. I've got to get on down the road. Talk to you later.